You're watching iRacing on the Ghost Fire Media Network.
Well, welcome to another exciting night of racing on the IVRL Buttkicker Series, live from Daytona International Speedway, the World Center of Racing. And Randy Pepper alongside my good buddy, Nick Adams. What's happening, Nick?
Oh, Mr. Pepper, I'm excited. I am excited. The entire regular season has come down to this. 24 races. 23 races before tonight, and tonight we come into race number 24. With it all on the line for a couple of drivers. The winning you get in scenario is in full effect here tonight. You're going to see some guys pushing that you haven't seen pushing all year to get that win. This is the opportunity for guys to go out there and race for a championship.
Yeah, we're going to see some guys maybe pull off some moves that they normally would not pull off. And it may work, it may not.
Hey, that is very true. It may work, it may not. You may, you're either going to come home as a winner tonight, if you're on that playoff bubble, or you're going to go home as a loser. And
yeah,
no one
absolutely.
wants to go home as the loser.
No, you definitely do not want to do that. But, like I said, somebody may take a chance, and we'll see what happens if they do take that chance. Hopefully it works in favor of them, but we don't know. This is going to be a great race tonight.
Anything could happen.
Anything could happen. This is Daytona. Daytona and Talladega are much like the same. You just never know what's going to happen.
I mean, we had Adam Wood win a race earlier this year. Who would have thought Adam Wood would win a race?
Oh, Adam's very good in the...
I know. I just like to mess with Adam.
Yes, I know. I understand that. But no, he's good at these tracks. He's definitely one of the favorites tonight. But not the favorite, but one.
No, definitely not the favorite, but one of the favorites. But we're looking at one of the guys tonight who has to win. The number 3 of Jaden Gimbel. At number 3, RHR Chevrolet needs to win tonight to get into the playoffs. He's on the bubble. He's on the edge. He's 34 points out. He cannot point his way in here tonight. He needs to go out there and win. And right in front of him on the track is the other gentleman who is on the bubble right now. If he wins, if Jaden Gimbel wins, and the number 15 of Michael Payne finishes behind Ryan Cliver by more than 11 positions, Michael Payne is out of the playoffs.
It's kind of surprising because Michael Payne is, he hasn't had the best of years. This year he's been involved in quite a few calamities along the way, but he's still hanging in there looking for that playoff spot. And he's going to have to do whatever he can do to achieve that. So I believe he will be one of those guys to actually make some of those moves that he normally wouldn't make, because early on in the season, we saw in the restrictor plate race at Talladega and in the early Daytona race, he ran really well in those races.
He did. He definitely did, so it definitely could be an opportunity for him tonight.
Yep, this may be his ticket as he's running right there with Adam Wood in that 5 guys car, the car that makes everybody hungry watching that 45 and the 3 right behind them.
Yeah, the number 45 Adam Wood with a different look here this week. A beautiful new Five Guys paint scheme. Five Guys has come on board with Adam Wood for at least one race this season. Who knows? Maybe it'll be more.
I hope it's not more because it makes me hungry every time I watch that car go around.
It doesn't make me hungry. I like Five Guys, but I'm sorry. The paint scheme must have cost $1.5 million because everything that you buy at Five Guys is overpriced.
Very, very true. I agree with that.
I used to work at Patriot Place. That's where my company was before COVID. And right across from our office was Five Guys. Now, you know, in middle America, you don't make that much money. But, you know, usually, you know, you treat yourself every once in a while. Especially on a Friday on a payday, right? You know, I'll buy a $20 lunch, maybe a $15 lunch. You go to Five Guys, you buy lunch for you and a friend, and all of a sudden it's $35, $40. You didn't even get that much food. A little ridiculous.
Really? That's opposite of down here in the Florida area. When we order French fries, you order a small fry and it's a half a bag. I mean, a big brown bag of French fries.
You spend $40 and it's too much for it's not enough food for $40. Like you buy a small fry and yeah, they'll give you half a bag, but I mean, like seriously, it's not healthy for you. It's terrible for you. You're just gonna get sick.
Well, I don't know about you. I
can eat all the fries I want there, but I mean, eventually you're gonna get sick. Either you're gonna get a heart attack from all the cholesterol you're taking in from that place, or
Elizabeth, I'm coming to join you.
Yeah, or a stroke from all the salt. One or the other.
Oh yeah. I guess I still enjoy it very much. I mean, it's not one of my favorite restaurants to go to, but I do enjoy it quite a bit. I like the home cut or the hand cut fries. That's one of my favorites. Getting hand cut fries, and they are one of the few places that actually offers that.
You know, that Five Guys scheme, I'm looking at it again. It really reminds me of the discount tire scheme from Brad Keselowski.
It is similar. It's reminiscent of that,
Just
definitely.
minus the black. I mean, he doesn't have any black on the car, so
Right.
minus that, it really reminds me of the discount tire scheme.
Yeah, absolutely. Discount tires where I got my tires for my car. So we only have a few minutes left before we go into qualifying. And do we have any favorites to pick tonight, Nick?
It's a super speedway, so it's a crapshoot.
But at least we have a chance of it not being Joseph Causey or Greg Holt.
I have an idea, but every time I say it, the poor guy gets wrecked.
Well, Ira Colehouse came back.
I think it's going to be Cody McKinney.
Cody McKinney.
I think so.
Cody, yeah, he's definitely
Cody
overdue.
was extremely strong in the day at the season opener at Daytona here, just 5 months ago, 4 months ago. What it is now, right? Mario, it was February. 4 months, 5 months, whatever the hell. 4 months. Right?
It's been a long 4 months.
It's almost 5 months, but yeah, 4 months. 4 months ago when we were here in February for Daytona for the season opener. He was definitely one of the strongest guys. He was up front most of the night, got caught up in some incidences. Him and his brother both got caught up in the same stuff, and Tito team ended up being able to dominate the race being at front with all 4 cars in a row at that point. So we'll see what happens here tonight, but what we're seeing right now on the track is the big one happening in practice.
Yeah.
But you're going to see that. I mean, you're definitely going to see that at some point tonight. It's just a question of when.
We'll probably see it more than once, probably.
It's just a question of when. I know back in February we had 7 cars finish without damage, so at the same point of it being a game of just being calm and waiting, it's also a game of survival.
Yeah, nutrition is a big factor in this race for sure.
So we'll see what happens as the night goes along. But I do think Cody has an opportunity.
I'm gonna, I had my favorite pick, but I changed my pick, and I'm actually going to go with Derek Schilling tonight. I think Derek's due for a win as well. Derek, as of late in his other leagues, he's actually been pretty strong in those. So I think Derek Schilling, if he can get a good push from somebody behind him and be in the right place, I think Derek can actually pull something off.
So the broken hand won't come into play as much tonight.
No, I don't think tonight it's going to have that much of an effect on him because it's a restrictor plate race. Although if he's in the middle, it could come into play because, if you're in the middle 3 wide, the air gets around the car and it gets a little unstable. But I would, maybe I'm just wishful thinking because he's had a tough year and I think he's owed one. So, just my feeling. But there's a lot of guys actually in the league that actually have been very close that have not. I mean, Cody's definitely one of those guys for sure. So we'll see. Who knows? This the new guy, Jason the Miz, may play a big factor.
Is he going to turn on
tonight.
one of his teammates tonight?
Yeah, he may play a big factor in this whole thing tonight.
Will he turn on one of his teammates and punch him in the face?
Could. You never know. Definitely. He very easily could.
I mean, last night we saw his true colors come out, so maybe they'll come out tonight on the track.
We will see. It's no doubt about it. So the checkered flag is waving right now, signaling the end of practice.
Signaling.
Yeah. I couldn't say I had water in my mouth.
It's sniggling.
Yeah. Signaling.
It's sniggling the end.
Signaling.
All right, Dusty, calm down.
It doesn't roll with a dream, baby doll.
Oh boy. Oh man! All right. So it looks
listen,
like
Gordon
Harvey
Scully.
Abrams is going to be the first car on the track for us. So we'll keep an eye on Mr. Abrams as we come around here. But I mean,
Harvey's another one of those guys.
Harvey is another one of those guys that could be, a factor tonight, and I think he will be a factor. Let's take a look at the 24. What's he driving tonight? Oh, Nick Goebel continues to be my favorite driver every week now.
The Pepsi.
Oh,
line.
that's like, damn, that's what, 2000 and...
Well, it depends on, it's mid 2000s, somewhere around there.
That's 2004.
Yeah,
I have
2004.
that
Is it?
diecast. Yeah, it's 2004.
Is it the actual Cup car, or is it the? What was back then? No, I guess it wasn't Xfinity. I guess Xfinity
No, it's
car.
not the Busch Series. It's a Cup car.
Nationwide.
He just has
Yeah,
the Busch.
Nationwide.
He just has the Busch Series numbers on it.
Okay, that's what I was going to say. It looks more like the
But
Nationwide car.
it's a Cup car. It's a Cup throwback. It's like the 2004 Monte Carlo. Oh, it's so pretty. I love that scheme. That was one of the God. He had so many good schemes in 04. He had so many good schemes from like 2000 to 2006. He had some great schemes.
They're great schemes. All courtesy of Sandbags.
Mm-hmm. And to DuPont, paying.
And DuPont, yeah.
Spray paint,
Yep.
spraying all the cars. Harvey Abrams crosses the line. He's going to set his first lap time of a 49.26. That will not be good enough to hold the pole here tonight. As you already see Nicholas Weatherby jumping up to a 48.89. Adam with a 48.96. Nick Goebel here in the DuPont. Sorry.
Yeah, Greg Holt
Pepsi
now.
Chevrolet in fourth with a 49.15, and then Greg Holt in the Toyota Camry up there with a 48.64. So definitely not good enough to hold pole for Harvey. We'll take a look at Harvey as he goes through 3 and 4 this time.
Look at Michael
Oh,
Payne.
he's come to race tonight. So is Joey McKinney with a 48.67. Out of turn 4, can Harvey Abrams improve on his second lap? He hugged the yellow line all the way through the corner to the start-finish line. Across the line, Harvey Abrams will improve and jump to third with a 48.66. Adam Wood, Nick Goebel, they both improved. 48.64, 48.66 for them respectively. Derek Schilling with a 48.66. Nicholas Weatherby with a 48.85. I mean, you can't see this on the broadcast here, but I can see the telemetry here on what these guys are running comparatively to each other. And that 48.66 goes all the way to the 4th decimal between. And look at that, Joey McKinney to the pole. Preliminary pole of a 48.64 for the number 18 Broughton Kennels Chevy Camaro. We'll see if he can, if that can hold on. It's gonna be tight here as we look at Joseph Causey coming through the tri-oval now to the start-finish line. Joseph Causey will improve to P2. And that goes to the 3rd decimal. Charles Yurick now.
Wow, look at Charles.
Oh, my goodness. Randy, we have to talk about this. This is the same thing that happened last week at Michigan. But this is closer. So, for everybody who's watching the broadcast, you're seeing a 48.63. That's what you're seeing for Cody and Charles. Joey McKinney ran a 48.632. Charles Yurick ran a 48.633. There's nothing between them. Patrick Gaspar across the start-finish line improves to a 48.7. Joseph Causey ran a 48.639. Greg Holt a 48.641. Adam Wood a 48.6415. I mean, man, some of these are going to the 4th and 5th decimal point.
Yeah, it's amazing.
Between 6th and 9th, it's a 40. So Nick Goebel starts with 48.661. Derek Schilling has a 48.6619. And he is in 9th right now. So between them, there's only .0008 between 6th and 9th. You can't even fathom how fast that is.
It's incredible how close they are in times.
I mean, it's Daytona. But those were some fantastic qualifying laps from absolutely everybody who went on the track.
Yeah, and you didn't see a lot of the guys running that upper line on their first lap.
Yeah, you didn't see it. You saw everybody kind of running the bottom and just kind of letting the car. You're going to see faster times tonight because of it's colder. It's dark. We're under the lights. It's the fall race here at Daytona. So, of course, it's under the lights. But, man, this is going to get fun.
What is the temperature right now? I don't have that
let's go ahead and show the weather. It is 66 degrees with a track temperature of 68 degrees. So it is a cool evening here in Daytona Beach with a 3-degree wind.
You know, I really wish that was true because
50% humidity. That's South Florida.
No. Actually, right now, that's North Florida, but that's not South Florida. Right now, actually, the current temperature in Daytona Beach, in reality,
105?
right now, I'm going to bring this up right now. It is actually 82 degrees. The high today was 90 degrees. So it's 82 outside with a wind of 6 miles an hour.
So it only feels like 81.
Actually, if we take that and look at that,
it's sticky Florida, so it's gonna feel like 90.
You're pretty much right. Yeah, it feels like outside. It feels like almost 89 degrees. It goes 89 degrees.
In Florida, I've always learned that in Florida
it's cloudy.
Whenever if it's 80, you just have to add 10, and that's how it feels with the humidity.
Yeah, it's crazy. So
it could be 35 degrees outside. It's gonna feel like it's 45 because it's still gonna be humid.
Well, actually, it kind of works a little differently. When it gets cold out, like it would be right now, with the humidity, it sets in your bones, and you feel it hurts.
What's cold for you?
For me, anything under 60.
Jesus Christ! Anything under 12 degrees is cold for me. Listen, I'm in shorts in December until it starts to snow. And then I still go outside in shorts in the winter if it's above 15 degrees.
Yeah, no, that wouldn't happen here. If it gets below 60, I've got a heavy jacket on and jeans and socks and all that good stuff.
If you ever hear me complaining about how cold it is, that means it's like 10 below zero. Like, I was cold last winter. It was like 16 below one morning, and I was like, okay, now I'm cold. But then it warmed up to a warm and blustery 7 degrees, and I was like, this is nice. 7 degrees is a lot better than 16 below. Trust me.
That's just insane because I know I sound crazy saying 60 is cold to me, but that's just the way it is in Florida, you know.
It's all right.
You know.
I have a friend who I went to middle school with who moved to California when he was like 22. And he lived here for his entire life. So, like, same thing like me. 12 degrees is cold. Well, he's been in California for 2 years. Now when it's under 75, he's cold.
California, actually, California is different because California actually gets cold at night.
It's a dry heat out there, though.
But it gets at night usually. If you're on the coast, I lived in California for a while too, and at night it gets cold. It can go into the 40s.
That's not cold.
In the summertime. But for somebody like me,
that's not
that's cold.
40
that's
is
cold
not. 40 is beautiful. It's short weather with like short sleeves. It's beautiful.
No, that's
if
freezing cold.
If it starts to get windy, you might need like a light sweater, maybe like a windbreaker. But it's not. I don't break my sweater out until it's like 30 degrees. Then I'm like, oh yeah, okay, it's a little cold.
Oh boy, it's crazy. But yeah, you're up there up north, and you're in that middle of that crap weather. That's why everybody from your neck of the woods are all moving down here to the south.
Yeah, that's the reason they're moving to Florida. It's not because they hate our governor or anything, because they're not that smart. But
that's part of it too.
Trust me.
But a lot of it is for the weather.
When they go down there and they meet your governor, they want my governor back.
No, I doubt that. I know you would like to think that, but no, they won't.
We'll go ahead and digress. But we'll go ahead and show it you.
I don't like my governor either, but I'm just telling you.
All right. Well, here's the grid, folks. Ladies and gentlemen, we're gonna do the grid walk here tonight. So let me go ahead and get this on here for you, so we can do a little bit of a grid walk. And in the pole position tonight, the number 18 of Joey McKinney. In that Broughton Kennels, number 18 Chevy Camaro. In second, going to be Charles Urich in a Ford Mustang. Third, you got Tito Team taking up the second row with Joseph Causey and Greg Holt. And in fifth, you got Adam Wood. And then in sixth, you have the number 24 of Nick Goebel. Back in seventh, you have Michael Payne. And in eighth, you have Harvey Abrams. Ninth, you got Derek Schilling, who Randy Pepper has picked to be the winner. Keep an eye on that. Ryan Cliver back in 10th in that number 11. We're going to keep an eye on him as he's going to be in a tight playoff battle throughout the night. Cody McKinney, my pick for the win. And then Overton Speed Shop, number 14 Chevy Camaro. And then right next to him, his teammate Patrick Gaspar and the Adrenaline Shock Smart Energy Die-Cast Dude Machine. And then back in 13th, you have Nicholas Weatherby in the number 23 with the backwards numbers. Somebody over there is getting fired. In the number 3, you have Jaden Gimble with the backwards numbers. Somebody over there is getting fired. And then rounding out the field in 15th, the number 89 Tito Team Machine of Jason Miz.
So 15 drivers will take the green flag tonight here at Daytona International Speedway for this playoff, into the playoff. Actually, whoever wins this is guaranteed into the playoffs. So some of these guys are going to try to get that.
Yes, the regular season finale. Everybody is locked in except for 2 drivers right now. Really quickly, while we come down the backstretch, we'll show you the points one more time. Keep an eye on Ryan Cliver in that 15th position, and Michael Payne in the number 15, who's in 16th coming into the race tonight. They are 16 points between each other. We're going to have to keep an eye, 17 points, sorry, between the 15 and the 11. Let's keep an eye on that. And the number 3 of Jaden Gimble in a must-win situation here tonight. We're going to watch him as he tries to dice his way through the field and survive to the end of this race to try to win.
Yes, he's definitely going to have to do some slicing and dicing tonight, like the Dice-O-Matic for sure.
Definitely. 120
Where's
laps.
Billy Mays when you need him?
120 laps, 300 miles, 30 laps, stage 1, 30 laps, stage 2, 60 laps in the third and final stage. We're going to hand it off to my broadcast partner, Randy Pepper, to bring us down to the green.
8 car is pulled off. Here goes the field up to speed as it crosses the line for the first time. Down the front stretch at Daytona International Speedway, it's Joey McKinney, excuse me, and Charles Urick right there side by side with Joseph Causey as Causey tries to run his line up there trying to catch the 18. They're trying to get all stacked up. But look at what the heck. Causey has drifted off the track. I'm not sure what he's doing. Maybe he feels something's going on as Adam Wood and the number 79 of Harvey Abrams are side by side. And look at Abrams on the outside getting a run for Greg Holt. As we see in the back, Patrick Gaspar is trying to get something working back there in the back of the pack already. Look at it. They're stacked up There's 6 cars at the front of the pack for the first time tonight for lap 1.
3 by 3 by 3, 2 by 2 by 2 for the first 3 rows there, and then single file all the way back to the back of the pack here. The top lane trying to get organized. You got Charles Garrett, Greg Holt, Nick Goebel on the outside. To the inside lane, you got Adam Wood, Joey McKinney, and Michael Payne. Right behind them, Harvey Abrams, Derek Schilling, Ryan Cliver. As you see Mr. Patrick Gaspar trying to make the outside lane work. Joseph Causey dropped his way to the back there, Randy. He wanted to be in safety. He wanted to find his teammate, Jason Miz. He's done that. He's going to try to keep himself back there. As going off into turn 3 now, we have Charles Urick in the number 76 to the lead on the exit of 3 and 4. And we'll see if he can maybe keep that across the line and get that extra point for leading a lap. No, he will not. Joey McKinney, who wants to lead and wants to win here before the regular season is over, leads lap number 2.
McKinney down on the inside by half a car length advantage over the Urick car on the outside. Adam Wood with Greg Holt to his outside. Michael Payne, the number 15, trying to race his way into the chase. He's running that 5th position, but he's got an outside challenge from the 24 of Nick Goebel. Then you'll see right behind them, you'll see the number 79 of Harvey Abrams and Patrick Gaspar in that 89, and right behind them, it is Derek Schilling. As the field makes their way coming down the front stretch across to the stripe, it's Charles Urick leading the way.
He gets that all-important bonus point. Greg Holt pushes him to the lead, and then Charles Urick dumps himself to the bottom. Patrick Gaspar out there in that 3rd position in that 2nd lane. As we watch that 2nd lane now starting to create itself, Ryan Cliver, who's in an almost must-win situation. If anything, well, not in a must-win situation, but a must-finish in front of Michael Payne's situation here tonight, just to make sure he locks himself in case Jaden Kimball is to get that win. Tries to get that outside lane working in that 4th position, but you have Greg Holt and Nick Goebel pushing each other right now. Patrick Gaspar joining the fray. Cody McKinney's jumped to the outside. Looks like the 2 Tito cars in the back have lost the draft as Charles Urick will lead lap number 4.
Charles Urick continues to lead here at Daytona International Speedway. Right behind him, still Joey McKinney having a strong run down on the inside with Greg Holt to his outside. Adam Wood to the inside, trying to run that 3rd position, trying to get just a hair out in front of Greg Holt. It almost looked like he was going to jump up to the top, but he's not. He's going to follow in tow with the 2 leaders, Urick and McKinney, and then it's all behind them. We've got it stacked up 2 by 2, side by side, door handle to door handle, lug nut to lug nut. No one getting out of line right yet. Everyone's trying to stay safe as you see Greg Holt dodge to the back of Michael Payne as they come down to the line, as Urick still leads.
Charles Urick continues to lead, but the battle is in the middle of the pack right now. You've got cars wiggling and wobbling all over the track at the moment. As we head off into turn 1, you got Nick Goebel to the outside of the number 79, Harvey Abrams. They're trying to keep it there and maybe get that outside lane working here as it's 5 cars deep now. As we continue to see, it looks like the number 89 of Jason Miz has lost the draft. He's going to hope for a caution, or otherwise he will lose a lap during stage 1. As we go off into 3, we have one car on the apron, and Derek Schilling almost went around there. Went off into the corner, but we are still single file for the top 5 here. The top 6 single file, the top 5 single file, and then you come back to 6th there, and that's where the battle begins.
Patrick Gaspar gets any closer to that 24 car, we're going to have a major problem because he is all over the back.
Big push, big run.
Big push. It's either going to be a push or a wreck because he's all over the back of that. Now he's let go of him and gave him that push, that 24 of Nick Goebel. Goebel trying to catch up to the leaders, and he's getting a great run as now he's running up to 3rd position. Actually, almost to 4th. Actually, he's over 4th looking to try to get 3rd position from Adam Wood. And here comes Patrick Gaspar once again to try to get the back of that bumper of that car. But as the field makes their way off of turn 2, they've got a great run down that inside. That inside line is where you want to be. That outside line is working, but they've got to have more help to make it really work as they make their way across the line.
Yeah, there's not enough people lined up nose to tail in the outside lane for it to work at the moment. So that inside lane is just going to continue to pull away. As you see, there are now 6 cars, now 7 cars almost free of that outside lane. I think you're going to start seeing this outside lane dive back into that inside lane, get all single file, and maybe you'll see these guys just start going around the track in a single file fashion here. Maybe the next 15, 20 laps just finish out stage 1. As that's what's going to happen, we're going to start the conga line down the backstretch here at Daytona.
Yep, they're in a conga line for sure. After 8 laps, they're going to try to finish this thing out at least safely for the first time tonight. Stage 1 hopefully will be caution-free. I know that's what they're looking for. They don't want to get too wild just yet. They're going to save it up for stage 2 and maybe stage 3. As we saw last time, we had quite a few cars in calamity throughout the night. And tonight, I think guys are trying to think a little bit more with their head instead of their hands running all over the wheel. So
yeah, Jaden Gimbel, I think you're going to see him be the guy to pull out back there. He's in 13th right now. He's one of those guys that needs to get playoff points. I mean, stage points here tonight. If something was to happen to Ryan Cliver, if he was to wreck or be out of the race, and Jaden was to finish in the top 10 of all of both stages, and then maybe finish in the top 5, it would be really, really close on points for him. Same thing if Michael Payne was to get involved in something, but Jaden needs to get up through the pack and start making up some of those positions here and try to get some of those possible stage points throughout the night, as he's up to 12th at the moment and just comfortably sitting there on the inside line ahead of Patrick Gaspar and Cody McKinney. But they're going to have to start getting racy at some point if you're on that playoff bubble.
yeah, you're going to have to. You're going to have to start figuring out where you're going to make it work. And you're going to have to take some chances, especially if you're any one of those 3 guys. Right now, Michael Payne, actually, he's sitting pretty well, sitting in 4th. But how long will that last? That's the question. How long till these guys get, antsy and they want to go? Are they going to let him stay there, or are they just going to say, nope, forget it, not tonight, fella? We'll find out as we wind down the laps here in stage 1. It's still Charles Yerk leading the way here at Daytona International Speedway.
It's going to be close here. I think we're going to start seeing some guys making a few moves. But at the moment, we are going to step away and hear from our friends over at the Guitar Addict, and we are going to stay side by side here on the Ghostfire Media Network so that you don't miss a single second of action.
All right, I'm ready for the Guitar Addict. Can we be serious for a second? Are you tired of being a loser? Can't do anything right? Feel like everyone's coming down on you all the time? Well, there's a way out. And I'm going to show you. Hey Mom, look what I learned. That's right. Pick up a guitar, learn how to play guitar. Automatically you're going to become a chick magnet. The ladies are going to love you. Your kids are going to think you're cool. So what you need to do is come down here to the Guitar Addict, 16725 Ridgewood Avenue in Daytona Beach, Florida, or go on guitaraddict.com and buy yourself a guitar and automatically be the star of your neighborhood. That's guitaraddict.com. for 20 years. Back at Daytona International Speedway, it's the IVRL Buttkicker 120, and this is the last race until the chase. Who is going to make their way into the chase tonight? We're going to find out after lap 120, that's for sure. And it's going to be an exciting one. Right now, it's still Charles Yerk leading the way. Joey McKinney is second. Adam Wood is third. Michael Payne is fourth. And Greg Holt and Harvey Abrams make up fifth and sixth. Single file all the way around the Daytona International Speedway. No one getting out of line just yet. Everyone's just trying to make sure they finish on the single file line right now, trying to make sure they finish with stage one. Conga line is in full swing. We feel like we're on a Carnival cruise ship cruising through the Caribbean right now. Could it be the Vista? Could it be the brand new Mardi Gras? Who knows? But that's what it looks like right now. Tell you what, that 76 car of Charles Yerk, that is a sharp-looking car. Almost has a reminiscent of a Formula One, not a Formula One, but a GTE car from the old days, back when Pedro Morales, not Pedro Morales, Pedro Rodriguez ran. Pedro Morales is a wrestler, but Pedro Rodriguez back in the old days used to run a Porsche that looked reminiscent of that car in a sense, if you remember back in those days, back in the 70s.
We ride on board here, Joey McKinney right behind the number 76 of Charles Yerk. As we see the banking here on the gyro cam, seeing just how much banking this track has.
33-degree banking.
Now we'll look out the rear. You see everybody kind of just trying to get some air on the car and see what they can get going here. Keeping those motors nice and cool. Just trying to survive stage one here at Daytona. Smart strategy by the field tonight, as we have two separate packs forming now. And that second pack is getting a little racy. And we have cars coming in. And we got cars that are definitely not going to get speed. Harvey Abrams on the brakes hard. He might have got a penalty. We'll keep an eye on the number 79.
So after 17 laps, they are pitting. Oh, what happened? Harvey Abrams actually got into Charles Yerk and on pit lane. I can't believe that. I wonder what happened there. Overshot his pit, didn't see it, and came down on the leader. Adam Wood is off very quickly. So is Yerk.
See if we can see what happened there. Keep an eye on Harvey. He's on the brakes hard. And they were 3 wide on pit road. Adam got on the brakes to let them be 2 wide. And then Harvey had to come down to his pit stall. And I think his stall was before Charles. He didn't know he was to the inside. And damage to the leader and to the 79. It's the dangerous thing about green flag pit stops is you're trying to gain everything you can.
How much damage is on it on that car? Can you see how much damage is on that 76?
Let's see if we can get the drone camera down here. And it doesn't look like there's too much damage on that number 76. It looks pretty clean. We'll get the drone now to go look at Harvey Abrams' car, though, and see if he has some severe left front damage, though. Man, that's going to hurt him. Keep an eye and see what he gains and or loses throughout the night on speed with that. But he's in the draft right now. I think he'll be fine if he stays in the draft, but he might not be a good pusher. He might be a good being pulled guy. Because of that damage.
Yeah, he's actually catching up to those guys, definitely in that draft. But yeah, if he's
You can see the left
anywhere
front
else.
all crumpled up and pushed up there,
Yeah.
so we'll have to keep an eye on that.
So as the field makes their way around, winding down the laps in stage 1, will the leader, Joey McKinney, Nick Gable,
Here they
Joey
are, coming
McKinney-
down pit road
yep,
now.
Here they come. Yep, here they come.
Looks like Cody McKinney is the big gainer coming into pit road. Let's see if he was able to slow down enough. Here they
Jaden
come
Kimmel going down.
into their stalls. You're gonna just get fuel here. You're not gonna get tires.
Ryan Cliver did not get in his pit stall very well.
And on the exit here, it looks like Gaspar is gonna get the lead of the second pack. Nick Goebel had an issue. Nick Goebel just now leaving the pit, so he had an issue.
Yeah, both him and the 11 also had some issues getting on and off.
It looks like Joseph Causey is going to cycle around to be the leader.
But they will still have to pit, or at least
They already pitted.
they-
They pitted on lap 17. They pitted as a tandem. So they were smart. They pitted as a tandem.
Yeah, that's right, they did. Yes. So right now they are out quite a ways out front. Oh, look at this, as that latest pack of drivers pulled up in front.
Oh,
and
3 wide. We're going to go, man. We got cars on the apron.
Wow.
How did they
Holy
not
mackerel.
wreck there? That would have
Jaden
been
Gimble, that was smart of him in pulling that car down.
He saw his playoff hopes almost go up in a cloud of smoke there for the number 3. A smart move to get the heck out of Dodge.
Yeah, they didn't see that pack coming up quite that fast.
We'll go back and see what happened here. This was coming through 3 is when they got caught. And that pack was on the outside. And it looks like maybe Cody comes up on the exit of 4 trying to get in front of them.
Oh! McKinney just got clobbered on the side of Harvey Abrams while you're watching that, by the way. You'll have to go back and watch that.
We're back live. Cody McKinney, a lot of damage on the right front. Harvey Abrams, does he have more left front damage? Oh, man, we'll see what happened here. Harvey got a big run, went to the outside of Patrick Gaspar, and then on the exit of the corner, he just didn't know Cody was there. He just had no idea. Some serious damage to the right front of the number 14. The number 79 has lost the draft. So that's going to be the stage 1 for, you're going to see stage 1 for Harvey Abrams just kind of go up in smoke here.
Yeah, because now he's got damage on both the right and the left side of that car.
I don't believe there's any right side damage.
I thought we had a little bit. It's all on the other side.
I think it's just left front damage, but that was just door damage. And it doesn't look like he got any from it. So we're gonna keep an eye on it. We'll look at his vehicle after the after all that, after the stage. We're gonna go back here and see one more time what exactly happened with the situation with Jaden Gimble and his quick moves to get out of the way here. So yeah, Cody came up, and then the pack kind of had to shuffle themselves around because the track was blocked by slower cars just with the draft change, and Jaden saw the big one coming and said, I'm not going to be involved with this, and he got out of the throttle. He almost lost it coming back up on the banking, but a good decision by Jaden Gimble keeps his playoff hopes alive here with 6 to go in stage 1.
6 laps remaining. The pack is now catching the leader, Joseph Causey and Greg Holt, out front. As you see, Charles Yerk bringing the rest of the field up there. Adam Wood, Schilling, Gaspar.
Causey's going to try to play both lanes here.
Oh, look at that.
He really holds up the outside lane. Now we're going to be 3 wide for second.
Wow.
They thought better of it, but man, oh man, that is a dangerous move here early in the race to be blocking both lanes.
And caution is out. That will make up stage number 1. So the field will make their way around. After stage 1, Joseph Causey will win stage 1. Charles Yerrick will come in second. Adam Wood 3rd. Greg Holt 4th. 5th, Derek Schilling. 6th, Patrick Gaspar.
Okay,
7th.
I'm sorry, it was 25.50. Yeah.
Yeah.
My apologies.
Cody McKinney, Nicholas Weatherby, Ryan Cliver will finish 9th. 10th will be Joey McKinney. 11th will be Harvey Abrams. 12th will be Jaden Gimble. 13th, Nick Goebel. 14th will be Michael Payne. And rounding out the field was Jason Miz.
Stage 1, caution free. And we are now going to go hear from the Guitar Addict. If you feel like a loser, this is how to stop being one.
I'm Randy from the Guitar Addict. Can we be serious for a second? Are you tired of being a loser? Can't do anything right? Feel like everyone's coming down on you all the time? Well, there's a way out. And I'm going to show you. Hey Mom, look what I learned. That's right. Pick up a guitar, learn how to play guitar. Automatically you're going to become a chick magnet. The ladies are going to love you. Your kids are going to think you're cool. So what you need to do is come down here to the Guitar Addict, 16725 Ridgewood Avenue in Daytona Beach, Florida, or go on guitaraddict.com and buy yourself a guitar and automatically be the star of your neighborhood. That's guitaraddict.com.
Ladies and gentlemen, back here on the IVRL Buttkicker Cup Series live at the Daytona International Speedway. If you want to catch the Jeff Hill Fuel Premiere Series, the Jeff Hill Trailers Fuel Premiere Series, you can go ahead and catch that on Monday nights here on the Ghostfire Media Network with broadcast starting at 8:45.
That's a good series. Those guys do a heck of a job driving around.
I've had no luck this season other than Daytona.
I know you haven't had any, but a lot of guys have had some.
I have had. Oh, Charles Yerrick and Greg Holt under caution! Oh my goodness, that reminded me of Kyle Larson and Kyle Busch at Michigan. Remember that?
Yes.
Man, oh man, that's
going to be an unsafe pit entrance. That's going to cost him some time for sure.
I mean, that's not just going to cost him some time. That's going to give him damage.
Well, that too, and probably Greg Holt too.
I already know what Charles Yerrick is doing in his cockpit right now. He is cussing himself out. Because we'll go back and watch it. I mean, he knows it was just a bonehead move.
Do you believe he's having a Nick Adams moment?
I mean, I wouldn't even do that. We'll go back and look at it from a different angle here. And let's try this. Oh my lord.
Should buy me a Mercedes Benz.
Charles had a moment. That's all you can say. I mean, he's a good driver. He just had a moment. We've all done it. Maybe not specifically that, but.
Well, there's a lot of pressure on a lot of guys tonight, and that just may have been a little pressure on him.
I know Charles wants to win badly, so. Mistakes
And
happen.
he's got a great car.
Yeah, he does. He's got a great car. He's a great driver. Mistakes happen. It is what it is. As we come out of corner number 4. To get the green flag on stage 2, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to crank it up on the Ghost Fire Media Network.
Daytona International Speedway is Ryan Cliver in the number 11, leads the field right now with Joey McKinney right behind him. Michael Payne runs third, and we've got caution on the speedway for the first time tonight.
Looks like Charles Yerrick and Greg Holtz. Maybe not. Hold on. I don't know what happened there. Gave me a, let's see. Oh! What in the world happened there? Oh no, Jason Miz had something happen on the restart. Oh no, and Jaden Gimbel! Oh, Harvey Abrams.
Looks like he didn't come in speed or, yeah.
Jaden Gimbel has no front end left on his car.
Well, he ran right into the back of Harvey Abrams.
Oh, the whole field stacked up, and now the chance to go into the playoffs for Jaden Gimbel all but lost on that number 3 machine.
Yeah. Tough break for him.
That is a heartbreak. He had such high expectations of himself coming in here tonight. The young man from Bismarck, North Dakota. Man, that's the young man with the Wrangler jeans on the side, AC Delco.
Is snake bitten tonight.
That is heartbreaking. Is that incident will just take him right out of the playoffs. I mean, there's no way you can win with a car that looks like that here at Daytona.
No. Just got a weather warning. There is weather in the area, but I don't think it's going to affect the race tonight. But there is an alert that weather is on its way in the area.
In Daytona? No. I just got word from Tower. The reason the caution came out is it was raining on the backstretch. It was raining on the backstretch and not anywhere else. That is the reason the caution is out here for the second time tonight.
I thought it was maybe Mike Bagley dropped a donut on the track.
No, there was rain on the backstretch. NASCAR has said the rain has stopped. They have thrown the jet dryers out there just really quick. They dry off the apron on the backstretch. It was a quick shower. They didn't lose the track, so we should be back green here in about 2 laps.
Absolutely. So if you're in the Daytona Beach area this weekend, you can check out myself and my duo partner Bill Hamilton. We will be at the Kona Tiki Bar.
Make sure you have an umbrella.
We're undercover, so we will be outside.
I meant in the drink.
In the drink. Yeah, in the Kona Tiki Bar, definitely. You got to have your little umbrella in the drink. But yeah, we'll be there from 6 to 10 this Saturday night, which is actually during the race at Daytona International Speedway, unfortunately.
It's all right. It's only Daytona with the last race before the playoffs, and there's still like only 3 playoff spots available. You know, Austin Dillon has to win to get it. It's not going to be an exciting race or anything.
No, not at all. Especially with Austin Dillon, because Austin Dillon is he's good at restrictor plates.
Yeah,
so.
It's not going to be exciting or anything. No. It's going to be the most boring Daytona race we've had in years.
Absolutely. Thank God I have a TV to watch it.
Honestly, though,
TVs.
I think I'm almost sad that we're moving to a new car next year with the race, because they finally dialed in the package. Like this year at all these different tracks, we've had some of the best racing ever that we've seen with this car. We've had, 13 different winners? I mean, it seriously has been. NASCAR tried to, market this, Fox did, as the greatest NASCAR season ever coming into this year. And, I mean, so far, just the regular season.
They have not been far from the truth.
They haven't. It's been pretty dang good. I mean, I haven't been upset about anything I've seen. The road courses, they've all been fantastic, minus the foibles with the rain and the track breaking. But you can't blame NASCAR for something Indianapolis should have figured out. So, New Hampshire was great. Michigan was 3 grooves. When was the last time Michigan was 3 grooves?
It's been a while, for sure.
I mean, Atlanta was great. It's the last race on that profile, but still, Vegas was even good this year.
Yes.
You can't complain.
No, you definitely cannot.
And you got 11 more races left. You're going to crown a champion, and whoever wins is definitely going to be deserving, because just to get in the playoffs, you pretty much had to win the race. I mean, to win a race, or be the most dominant non-race winning driver of the season, Denny Hamlin. So it's going to be great.
Yeah, absolutely. Pace car is pulling off and going down pit lane. Here we go. Green flag is out, and here we go. Ryan Cliver jumps out to a half a car length lead over the number 45 of Adam Wood. Adam Wood, who won the most recent restrictor plate race that we had. Talladega. And Adam Wood will jump out in front. So that outside line is now getting together, and Adam Wood quickly pulls the car to the bottom of the track. That's going to leave Nicholas Weatherby out there all on his own. Look at Patrick Gaspar. Look at him.
Oh, Gaspar's going to back the whole outside lane up. Wow, that could have been bad. That could have been big.
Really bad.
Oh, and Weatherby got into Schilling's quarter panel. Wow, we just almost had the big one in the middle of the corner there, and they're still side by side in the exit of the corner, and they're not able to hold it straight, and they might be 3 wide here again in a second. Man, oh man, Weatherby and Gaspar falling like rocks on that outside lane.
They are letting the top 5 just run away from them. Adam Wood leading the charge with Ryan Cliver second, Derek Schilling third, Joey McKinney fourth, and fifth is Michael Payne. But here they've caught back up. You've got Cody McKinney and Nick Goebel have caught them. And now you've got 6, well, actually, Yerk is in there too, 7, 8 cars. Actually, the whole field is now conga line together. So we've got one giant stretch around the Daytona International Speedway. And here they go down through the front stretch and to the line to complete.
Michael Payne.
36 laps.
Sorry, I thought Michael Payne was going to make a big move to the outside. He thought better of it.
Yeah, you have to. I mean, you can't make any stupid moves right yet. You've got a lot of racing left to go with only 36 laps completed. I mean, you've got to go to 120, and you can't make those moves quite yet.
This is where these guys have to show their their awareness. Michael Payne has to show his awareness. Jaden Gimbel's had issues. Michael Payne just has to finish this race, and he's in the playoffs. He has a chance to win a championship at his fingertips if he just finishes this race now. He's locked in as long as he finishes this race. Otherwise, anything could happen. But this is now where he has to show his awareness. And look who's at the front, Randy. The Pied Piper leading him around Daytona.
Hamburger Patty himself, Adam Wood. Adam the Wood is leading the field with Ryan Cliver right behind him. And look at Derek Schilling. Schilling just hanging back there with old one hand, just trying to hang on to it. And as long as it stays like this, his hand should be fine. If you haven't heard the story, or you're just watching for the first time, Derek Schilling is driving with one hand. He broke his hand last week during an altercation, and unfortunately, he's having to drive one-handed, but doing a heck of a job with it.
Get a dog, they said. Let the dog in the broadcast booth,
it was more of a dog, trust me. More like something a lot bigger.
Let the dog in the broadcast booth, they said.
Yeah. We let the dogs out. As the field goes single file around the Daytona International Speedway after 38 laps, we're actually getting ready to complete lap 39. And actually, we got a little action happening back there. The 91 of Greg Holt and the 88 of Joseph Causey now are working on that outside of that number 76 of Charles Yerk. They're trying to take away that fifth position from him, and they've got company with him. It looks like everybody's going to go to the outside groove to try to make their way up back to the front of the pack.
I guess they're angry at Charles.
Yeah, they're angry at Charles. I can't imagine why they're angry at Charles. Charles did not make any friends earlier with that pit road incident earlier on.
No, he did not. But we have 10 laps to go here in stage number 2. We're going to step away. If you like what you're seeing tonight, don't forget you see it Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Sunday nights here in the Ghostfire Media Network. Sundays, Wednesdays, Thursdays, see the AOLL. On Mondays, you get to see Fuel. And on Tuesdays, right here, you get to see the IVRL Cup Series. Let's learn a little bit more about the AOLL.
The AOLL began online racing in the mid-1990s with Papyrus's NASCAR racing still going strong 27 years later on the iRacing platform. The TNT series races on Thursday night, running the ARCA Chevy cars for drivers looking to learn and have fun. The Cup Series races on Sunday nights, featuring league veterans and Class A licensed drivers. The Sportsman Division races on Wednesday nights, running the Gander Outdoor trucks with drivers from the Cup and TNT series. You can catch all of the AOLL racing action right here on Ghostfire Media.
Back at Daytona International Speedway, the World Center of Racing, it's still Adam Wood in the number 45. Five guys, Ford leading the way. Ryan Cliver in that number 11 right behind him. And Derek Schilling still running third, holding that position down. But right behind him, he's got a lot of drivers that are on the move. One is the 18 of Joey McKinney, and right behind him is Charles Yerk, who led early on, and Yerk is bringing the rest of the field with him. So can Adam Wood just hang on for the rest of the stage? He only has 8 more laps, or actually he has a little more than that. Actually, we're going to 50. Yeah, 8 more laps. I'm correct with my math. What do you know?
Yeah, 8 more circuits here to try to hold off the field. On the outside lane, you have the number 14, Cody McKinney, the 86, Patrick Gaspar, the 91, Greg Holt, the 88, Joseph Causey, and now Joey McKinney in the Broughton Kennel Chevy's going to jump up to the outside and try to equal the number of cars on the outside line to the inside line. The top 10 are there on your screen, 5 of them on the outside, 5 of them on the inside. The 5 on the outside are a lot tighter packed now We'll see if they can come to the front as Yurik slides up a little bit. He's going to back off that outside lane. And the Tito team guys are going to drop to the inside and say goodbye to the McKinney Racing folks.
Yeah, that was a close one there as Yurik drove up just a hair up and got almost into that number 18 of Joey McKinney. That could have been disastrous for a lot of drivers. They're going to have to reform because these top three are starting to pull away from them. And just as I say that, I think they must be listening to us because here comes Yurik pulling Goebel, Holt, and Causey with him. And they're going to get a great run coming down the front straightaway and crossing the line at lap 44.
Man, oh man, we have had a pretty decent race here tonight so far. No cautions under green except for when we had rain on the backstretch. I still don't know what that caution was for, so I'm going to go with rain.
Yeah, probably
it is
rain.
Daytona.
It is Daytona. You never know.
5 to go here in stage 2. The outside lane trying to get organized. Greg Holt and Joseph Causey, though, going from 5th and 6th to the back of this front pack. They'll be 9th and 10th here, and they'll have to slide in behind him as the bottom lane continues to work in that conga.
How much do you think some of these guys are just saying, listen, I'm tired of that Team Tito winning everything. We are going to do everything we can to keep them at bay, keep them behind us, and try to, do something on our own for change.
Well, we saw how dangerous they were at Daytona in the spring. So obviously that might be on everybody's minds here. It's a much smaller field, but it's still on everybody's minds that they were very fast. And they were good when they got up in front. And it's this package that these cars currently have that helps this drafting and hurts the cars on the outside. So if you keep your car on the inside, a single car can hold off 2 cars pretty well if there's another car behind that single car not too far back.
Yeah. And that may be the whole strategy. These guys are going to try to hang this inside line, make sure that 91 and 88 have nothing that they can do to try to pass them.
Well, I can tell you that the 45 is not going to leave that yellow lane. Adam Wood is one of the best super speedway guys here in this league. And he's one of the best super speedway guys that I race with. And you know how much I love super speedways and how much talent I think I have at predicting the draft. And Adam is right up there at the top of that game, right with me here for super speedways. So he's going to hold that yellow lane and not let anybody by him.
No, Adam's definitely not.
chases Greg Holt up the track. Man, oh man, it's like Dale Earnhardt and Sterling Marlin back there.
Well, yeah, there's no love lost between the Patrick Gaspar and the 88 and the 91 by any means.
He chased him all the way up the track there. That almost ended in disaster.
But that would hurt all of them. I don't think that's going to happen. At least we hope it's not going to happen. We only have 13 cars running in the pack here. We have 2 cars that are actually a lap down. Jaden Gimbel and Harvey Abrams are a lap down right now. Now, I'm sure Jaden Gimbel would love to see a caution come out so he can maybe get a wave around. We'll have to wait and see.
Yeah, Jaden's car has no front end as the leaders fly by them to the inside.
Yep.
No front end, no power. Now they go down 2 laps here at Daytona.
So that's not going to matter. So now 2 laps down, they've got a lot of work to do.
They've got a lot of work to do on that car in general. There's no nose, so it depends. And Patrick Gaspar again throws a block down the backstretch. And this time he gets pushed down the backstretch.
Could you imagine if Greg Holt or Joseph Causey actually pushed Patrick Gaspar to a win tonight?
I've seen crazier things happen. Whoa, Causey gets loose out of 4. Has to collect it.
The air is moving all around him for sure.
Wow. That was almost, we'll go back and see exactly what happened. On the exit of 4. Well, that wasn't then.
Oh, boy, we got him 3 wide down, and Patrick Gaspar had to go down on the flat of the track as Derek Schilling got off the gas and stacked up the back of the field behind them.
Like I mentioned, the 86, the driver behind the helmet in there is very hot as we come to the start-finish line, and Adam Wood will win stage number 2 here at Daytona. Domination. That's all you can say.
Domination personified by Adam Wood in that 45 5 guys Ford. So one more stage, we'll make it up tonight. We'll find out who is going to make it into the chase and who is not.
Gonna be 70 laps to go here.
Ryan Cliver's having a great run. So is Derek Schilling. And Charles Yerk actually, ended up 4th in that. I wasn't surprised. I wasn't thinking he was going to make it that far up. Actually, Nick Goebel, too.
Mr. Pepper, I'm stepping out of the broadcast booth for a second, so you are in charge.
All right, we got it. All right, folks. Don't forget, if you're in the Daytona Beach area, there's always good things to do in the Daytona Beach area. I'm giving you a little bit of Chamber of Commerce work tonight as the field actually comes to a slow pace behind the pace car on the back straightaway. If you're in the Daytona Beach area, there's all kinds of fun things to do. You've got plenty of bars if you're into the partying scene. You've got the Main Street Station, where actually that's where the old Bill France garage used to be. If you go down Main Street, if you come for Bike Week or whatever, you party at Main Street Station. That's where NASCAR had a big influence right there. Bill France's garage was right there at the Main Street Station. And that's right next to the Boot Hill Saloon, which is world famous around the country. Actually, the world, actually. I'd say the country, but it's world famous around the world. Boot Hill Saloon is down there on Main Street as well. And don't forget about the beach. Well, the world's most famous beach. We actually call it now the world's most infamous beach. But that's local talk as I speak that. Field is making their way down on pit road. Can Adam Wood lead them back off pit road and continue his dominance as he did the last stage? Then we're going to find out very shortly as they make their way off pit road. Jaden Gimbel gets out, and Charles Yerk gets out in front of Jaden. Actually, I said Jaden Gimbel. That's actually Ryan Cliver. Excuse me. So let's see. We'll find out where Adam Wood came off 3rd. I believe Adam Wood got some tires and the other 2 did not. Derek Schilling came out 4th. Schilling having a good night. Came in 3rd last stage. Just trying to keep the car clean. That's what you want to do. You want to try to keep the bumpers all intact tonight. You don't want to have anything happen to the car. Got a lot of racing left. Got to make it to 120. We're 52 right now here at the Daytona International Speedway. This weekend's broadcast on the radio, if you're listening to this weekend's Pepsi 400 race, you can hear all the action called on the radio by the MRN crew. Race will be on Fox if you want to watch that. So Charles Yerk, who was leading earlier on in the race, now re-inherits the lead. Ryan Cliver came out 2nd, so he's still 2nd. But they have to remember, a lot of these guys in the back here got tires. They chose to take tires. We'll find out now whether tires have any influence on the car or not.
If it was
I would say that
2008,
it will.
If it was 2008 on old Daytona, sure. Here, the only thing that matters is fuel.
Well, we'll find out.
I mean, I would be concerned the fact that everybody else behind me took tires, but
One I would be concerned right now is Ryan Cliver. He's going to start on the outside. We've seen that outside line not work very well. If Cliver wants to have a good finish, he's going to have to make his way down to the bottom of the track, as well as Derek Schilling as well.
yeah, I think if you're Ryan Cliver, you're going to try to jump down to the bottom as soon as you possibly can. But we shall see.
Yes, we shall see. Did you see where NASCAR implemented the COVID stuff back into play, where the media can't go into the pits anymore and all this stuff? And if they do, they have to stay quite a ways from the drivers. Masks are back in play and all that good stuff too.
I didn't see it, but it's a good thing because it's still here.
Yeah, I lost another friend today, my friend. Here we go. Green flag is back out. Charles Urick gets a good shove from behind by Adam Wood. Ryan Cliver to the outside of Wood with Schilling behind him. McKinney down on the inside. Here goes Cliver. Good move.
Derek was millimeters away from hitting Joey there.
Oh my gosh, that was close to being the big one. And Schilling, unfortunately, is going to get shoved all the way back to the back of the pack. Him and Global, that would have been it.
It would have been the massive one.
Yeah, absolutely, because everybody was just getting up to speed, probably up to about 140, 150 at that point. And Urick leads the field to the stripe to complete lap 55 here at Daytona International Speedway.
65 laps to go. 65 laps and a chance at a championship is what lays on the table for these drivers. Jaden Gimbel in 14th, 2 laps down, limping his car around, hoping for calamity here. Excuse me.
Check and find out where Michael Payne and how well he is running.
Michael Payne is 11th and has gotten 5 stage points tonight. He is officially locked in on points because at this point, Jaden Gimbel cannot get that win.
And back there where he's at, he's got one of the best races going on right now. Derek Schilling is trying to hang on to the outside line with Greg Holt and Causey. And here comes Michael Payne. He's going to look up behind him and try to push him around. He does. He gives him a good little push to get around Patrick Gaspar back there, but how long will that last?
We'll have to keep an eye on that as the outside lane trying to form back there. In my opinion, it's still too early to try to push and try to get up there to the lead. You're just going to have calamity and you're not going to have a chance to win.
Pretty much, those two guys are actually making some moves. I can't believe how Schilling has now made his way all the way up to 4th. Now he's going to 3rd. Well, actually,
he is 5 now, 6, 7, 8, 9 miles an hour faster than the leader. Derek Schilling is coming and coming hard on the outside.
What in the world did he have in that car? He just came to live. Look at that. Those new tires. Is that it? Who knows? But he's up there challenging now for the lead. He's on the outside trying to get around Urick. On the outside, it's Michael Payne pushing him all the way to the front. Derek Schilling now is out in front. He just cleared Urick. And to the stripe, Derek Schilling is going to lead lap number 58. If he can make it all the way around, he's going to try.
Wow, he just dumped Michael Payne on the outside there.
I don't know if I would have done that. I think I would have tried
bad divorce.
It was a bad divorce because
and
Michael
Weatherby
Payne
just put his car in a hole where a circle peg wouldn't fit. Wow, I don't know how he got it in there, but Joseph Causey was kind.
Weatherby's a lap down. I don't know what he's doing.
He's trying to get that lap back. He still has speed in that car. He just needs to get his lap back. he lost the draft earlier in the race, and that's what caused him to go to lap down. And I think he thinks he can get a lap back here if a caution comes out, but he needs to be careful to not be the caution.
Yeah, you don't want to be the caution. We haven't seen any major calamity happen yet. And hopefully we do not see any tonight. If they can make it the whole race without having any major issues, that'll be a great thing.
I'm with Tony Stewart, though. Do the first half of the race clockwise, pull over, have 20 minutes of a rest, change the tires, and then turn around and go backwards the other 20 minutes. Then with 10 laps to go, half the field goes forward, the other half goes backwards. See how many cars we can wreck. You remember that infamous interview?
Yeah, I do remember that, but
he was not a happy camper that day.
no.
Remember the one where Junior was concussing out of the car and he was like, I don't know what the hell we're doing out there, but this is a joke. Somebody's going to get killed out there.
Yep, I do remember that.
So out of character for him. Heartbreaking news out of the number 3 camp. We can officially confirm Jaden Gimbel has withdrawn from the race. The championship hopes of the number 3 are dashed here at Daytona. We can officially show you your top 16 in points who are locked into the chase now. That'll be Joseph Causey, Greg Holt, Nicholas Weatherby, Thomas Carino Jr., Will Cannon, Adam Wood, Patrick Gaspar, Charles Urich, Cody McKinney, Harvey Abrams, Joey McKinney, Christian Converse, Derek Schilling, Tom Schuett, Ryan Cliver, and Michael Payne are officially locked into the playoffs. Jaden Gimbel will be the one man on the outside here at the cutoff line in 17th.
Well, that took a lot of drama out of the question right now, but we knew that was going to happen. Once we saw Jaden Gimbel have all that damage to the car, we knew that it was pretty much over from that point.
Well, there's still a regular season championship up for grabs between the teammates of Joseph Causey and Greg Holt, so let's keep an eye on that. Nicholas Weatherby also has a shot at second in the regular season championship if he can get himself on laps. So we'll have to keep an eye on that as that progresses through the night.
Backwards 23, Carl?
Listen, I don't care what you do with the number on the side of the car. You can put that damn thing on the window for all I care. But the one on the roof, leave it alone. Leave the one on the roof alone. I'm not a NASCAR traditionalist. I'm not against all change because it's not the NASCAR way. No, if you want to change where the number is on the side of the car and you want to make it bigger or smaller or slant it forward or put it on the quarter panel or put it on the tire or put a flag hanging off the car with the number on it, I don't care. Just don't touch the number on the roof.
Well, maybe he just, when they painted, they were a little high that day.
No, what he said is that he had to copy Bubba Wallace.
Bubba Wallace did it, huh?
His number was backwards this week. I don't know if that was on purpose or by accident, but either way, that team has been mediocre at best.
Well, maybe they had Michael Jordan paint the car this week.
I think Michael Jordan could, actually, no, you know what? I don't think anybody could win in that machinery. Because you got to think about it. You're not in, you know, you're not in top of the line Joe Gibbs equipment this year. You're in last year's equipment from a team that doesn't exist anymore, because why the hell would Denny Hamlin and Michael Jordan invest millions and millions and millions into brand new chassis on a car that's going to be obsolete in October?
I would.
I wouldn't even have put a car on the track this year. I would have waited until next year.
Well, I'm sure NASCAR probably had something to do with that, and they needed something to talk about this year, and that's probably what they did.
Well, I mean, they probably said, "Hey, MJ, we'll give you, you know, this much, or we'll take this much off the price of buying the truck, or whatever." But hey, I mean, it's great. Next year, the two cars, we don't know exactly who's going to drive them both yet. We kind of know. I mean, we're not stupid. We know it's going to be Kurt Busch. But then there's rumors that Kurt could be going to another team that's going to be starting in the Cup Series next year. So, and then,
By the way, I just have to jump in here real quick. There are thunderstorms plowing through the Daytona Beach area right now, Ormond Beach area.
are they outside the 25 miles?
They are all over me. I just heard thunder clap right out the door here.
But are they 25 miles away from the racetrack?
They are 7 miles from the racetrack.
All right, well, as long as they're outside of the 5-mile radius, we will not
We're
have
good.
to put this race under caution in a 30-minute delay.
You just have to worry about whether your broadcaster here gets knocked offline because of power.
Well, you guys have gone through, what, 5 hurricanes in the last 20 years?
5?
5 major.
Major? Let's see. Actually, today is actually the anniversary of Andrew.
Yeah. You've gone
Going
through
through
5
Homestead.
major hurricanes is what I meant.
We had. Let's see. We've had
Didn't you get the remnants of Katrina? Didn't she go down towards you, or did she? No, she.
yeah, she went across. No,
Yeah.
yeah, she went across. Katrina went across. Yeah, but we had just in the last year we had Matthew. We had Charlie, Francis, Gene.
Oh, we had the worst hurricane of all time this past week. My God,
I heard that was horrible.
I'm surprised I even have power and that my house didn't float away. It dropped a whole 1.7 inches of rain. They
Wow.
touted this thing as being like a Category 2 storm that's going to hit New England head on and pound the coast of Massachusetts like it's never been pounded before. That's what she said. And it couldn't even get it up. That's what she said.
Wow. So you had nothing go on up there, huh?
Nothing even stirred. Not even a twitch.
What about anywhere along the coast? Did y'all have
There was
anything?
rain. Hell, we gave the thing Viagra by letting it sit out in the bay for a day, and it didn't do nothing. It sat off in Narragansett Bay for half a day and was like, oh, I'm going to strengthen. And then it broke up and went to New York. I don't know.
So did New York have anything?
No, New York got like some rain and some wind. I mean, there was a lot of wind, but it didn't do any damage. It was like a severe thunderstorm without the thunder. It was like 25-mile-an-hour wind for like 10 minutes. That was
Wow. Yeah. Lucky you guys.
I don't know
Lucky you guys. We always get the big ones.
I don't know
down
about
here.
that. Because it affected my work today because we were all on Monday because we were all worried about, oh, it's going to hurt the transfer stations and the landfills and we're going to have to shut down and do like partial openings because of the wind. And then there was no wind. The way the field just broke up, I think we're going to see guys coming to pit road here in a couple laps.
I think so too. And Michael Payne there trying to pull Greg Holt with him on that outside, trying to make something happen up there. We will see. For long, a couple more laps, I believe we're going to start seeing some pit stops.
Did you hear the rumor that NASCAR is going to sanction the building of another super speedway? So that we have 3 of them instead of just 2 of them?
Yeah, I've heard rumors of that, but
I don't know if that's ever going to happen.
I don't know. If
I don't even know where you'd put it. What market would be good for that? I mean, Nashville has its own tracks already. Homestead has its own speedway. I mean, Florida and Talladega. So the South has the super speedway. So if you're going to look for a market, you're going to have to look north. Maybe northwest.
They have looked at actually up in Long Island.
That would be a logistics nightmare.
They actually own property on Long Island.
That would be a logistics nightmare. The freeway system, the roadway systems up there are just, they're overpacked. Could you imagine 65, 70,000 people trying to go to a NASCAR race on a Sunday afternoon in New York traffic? I mean, it's already pretty bad in New Hampshire on a Sunday afternoon going to a NASCAR race. Hell, going to Gillette Stadium for a freaking preseason game is atrocious. I can only imagine what it would be like. Hey, yeah, rush hour traffic on a Sunday afternoon in Long Island to go to a NASCAR race, plus the normal Long Island traffic on a Sunday. Yep, let's try that. Let's put another 70,000 cars on the road.
Well, I can tell you this, trying to go to Atlanta is not a party either.
You know what one I couldn't, there's a few reasons why I can't see North Wilkesboro coming back. But the main reason is the in and out. It's a 2-lane road.
Yeah, they'd have to fix that.
A 2-lane road. I don't know what you think's going to happen on a 2-lane road with 1 lane each way. But
Well, how many lanes do you think is going to Talladega is?
probably at least 4.
It's 2.
Hold on.
2 lanes into Talladega International Speedway.
Did we just lose the Facebook stream?
I don't know.
No, we did not. Okay.
Okay, good.
Good. Things are being strange and funky again, but it's fine. It's still up. But
okay, Derek Schilling is going to pit.
Okay, so the leader is pitting. Let's keep an eye on this, folks.
Here they come down
3,
pit
4,
lane.
5 cars are going to come down pit lane here.
Wow. Schilling got way on the brakes. That allowed Yerk to get around him. Adam Wood is to his outside as they come down pit road.
Derek pits earlier than both of them. That might have been just a kind little gesture, which it was. And now those 3 are going to get in the pits here quickly. They need to get out and lined up together. Fuel only on all 3 of those machines.
Wood and Schilling are off.
Adam Wood will inherit the lead, maybe? He
No.
will.
Yeah,
Adam
he
Wood
will. Yeah.
inherit the lead of this pack. On to turn 4 now. Another set of cars coming to pit lane. Not this time.
Nicholas Weatherby has got problems. They're telling him to drop to the end, but he doesn't have a black flag.
What?
Yeah, he had a thing that said drop to the end of the field. Not sure why.
Looks like they've cleared Nicholas Weatherby's black flags again, so it's pretty interesting out here.
Ryan Cliver now leads the field once again over Joey McKinney.
Here
and
comes
Nick
the
Gable.
second
Here-
pack.
Yeah,
5
here
cars
they all
are going
come.
to fan out. 6 cars fanning out. Will Ryan Cliver get slowed down?
Oh! Patrick Gaspar's
Gaspar
into
got it
McKinney.
from Goebel.
Wow.
Oh, and not only is he going to get a speeding penalty from that, he's going to get an unsafe pit entry because he spun across and had to come back on. That takes Patrick Gaspar right out of contention for this win.
Unless he goes down a lap and does the caution comes out and he's able to get
Now
back.
he's got 4 tires, and he's gonna. Maybe he didn't get a penalty there.
Maybe he's got to come back through around.
We'll have to
Back
keep
through
an eye
again.
on that. We'll see what happened here, though.
Rick Holt now leads with Joseph Causey and Jason Miz.
Oh,
is third.
Gaspar was on the brakes hard, turned left into Goebel. That damages the 24, the 18, the 86. Man, oh man.
So was that Gaspar's fault, you think?
I have to look at it from a different angle here. I don't want to make a decision. Oh! Ah! After seeing that... I think it was a racing deal.
Yeah, it looked like a racing deal
Because
to me.
Gaspar was coming in quick, but I don't know where the hell Mick Goebel came from.
Well, he was all in that pack as well.
That was
so,
a
yeah.
racing deal. I mean, Gaspar had no idea Goebel was coming in from that angle. Oh, Gaspar got loose. He had to brake really hard, and him and Cody got together just a little bit, and that started to kick the back end of the 86 out. And when it did, that's when he went across the track into Goebel. I don't think it would have stopped them from hitting each other anyway, because just the entry angle from Goebel and Gaspar, the way they were coming down, wasn't going to be, they weren't going to meet in the middle there. They were going to meet in the middle in one way and one way only. It was going to be contact between the two cars. But that has unfortunately taken those two out of contention for the win here tonight. Unless some shenanigans happen near the end of the race and the last lap is a massive caution. But yeah, that's just a racing deal. That's nobody's fault. That's two competitors trying to get everything they can on pit road. And I'm not ever going to fault somebody for trying to get everything they can on pit road.
No. Because we've seen a lot of races won.
And that's the only way you win races. But what I am going to say is Joey McKinney, did he get a penalty from that? I think Joey McKinney... Joey McKinney either had damage or a penalty, but Joey has now lost a lap. Or half a lap. He's by himself with no draft. So that's going to affect his race. So that little incident on pit road that's nobody's fault ruins the race for 5 drivers. It's just unfortunate. But it's what happens here. I mean, CCR was, leading a race at Daytona. We had all 4 cars together, and one driver, not going to name him, went off in a turn off into the pits and was way too hot because he said he didn't want to be the leader coming into the pits, but he was forced up that way, and, well, you saw what happened.
And Patrick Gaspar has jumped out of the race.
Has he?
He has jumped out of the race, yes.
That is a shame. Patrick had some good momentum coming into this week, and we'll, going into the playoffs next week, hopefully he can get some momentum to start him off in the playoffs. But it's just unfortunate.
What is fortunate is Adam Wood still is leading over Charles Urick, and now the 91, the 88, and the 89 have caught the front pack of 4 cars of Wood, Urick, Schilling, and Cliver. So now we're going to have the field stacked back up again.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, while we earn a green flag here, we're going to take a short commercial break, go side by side, and you're going to hear from the Guitar Addict.
For 20 years, the Guitar Addict has been your home for used and vintage guitars in the Daytona Beach area and at GuitarAddict.com. The Guitar Addict is your home for used and vintage guitars. Whether you're looking for that collector's piece or that beginner piece, they've got you covered. With names like Fender, Gibson, Gretsch, Ibanez, Martin, Taylor, and much, much more, the Guitar Addict has all the guitars you need.
The AOLL.
They haven't forgot about you. They've got all the top names. Amplifiers from Friedman, Victoria, Fender, Boss, and many, many more. They also have the largest selection of used pedals anywhere in the Southeast. The Guitar Addict, located at 1672.5 Ridgewood Avenue, just north of Flomish in Holly Hill, Florida. Also, check us out online at GuitarAddict.com. Hi, I'm Ray.
The AOLL began online racing in the mid-1990s with Papyrus's NASCAR racing still going strong 27 years later on the iRacing platform. The TNT Series races on Thursday night, running the ARCA Chevy cars for drivers looking to learn and have fun. The Cup Series races on Sunday nights, featuring league veterans and Class A licensed drivers. The Sportsman Division races on Wednesday nights, running the Gander Outdoor trucks with drivers from the Cup and TNT Series. You can catch all of the AOLL racing action right here on Ghostfire Media.
You're back here on the Ghostfire Media Network. Randy Pepper alongside Nick Adams here at Daytona International Speedway. We're live watching the IVRL Buttkicker finale for the season before we go into the chase. Adam Wood leads the field right now by a half a car length over Charles Urick, Derek Schilling, Ryan Cliver, Greg Holt, Joseph Causey, Jason Miz, Michael Payne, Cody McKinney, Nick Goebel, Joey McKinney, Nicholas Weatherby is a lap down, as well as Harvey Abrams. Patrick Gaspar has elected to pull the car into the pits, as well as Jaden Kimball. That's the way they line up right now after 83 laps here at Daytona.
So, Randy, let's talk about the inevitable here. The inevitable that's about to start, and it's fuel strategy. The last run we had all under green was 21 laps. Right now you're 10 laps in. That brings you another 11 laps. That brings you to 95. Which right now that makes it a 2-stop race for everybody on the track. So I'm going to say you are going to see between lap 105 and 110 everybody make their final splash and go pit stop if we stay green. But I think you're going to see Causey, Holt, and The Miz stay out as long as they possibly can to try to get these guys stuck behind them if a caution was to come out.
Too. Yeah, exactly what I was thinking. Same thing.
Because if a caution comes out, as soon as we get down to one more pit stop, the intensity is going to turn up here. You're going to start seeing these guys go too wide. The single file domination you've seen by Adam Wood so far tonight is going to end. And you are going to see side-by-side racing. And you are going to see guys pushing harder than they have all night. And if a caution was going to come out, that's what would happen. So I think you see, Greg, Joseph, and Jason stay out as long as they possibly can.
Yeah, I believe you're correct on that one. I think that 3-car Tito team out there tonight are going to try to stretch this thing as far as they can and try to make them dictate the output of this race.
So if you just joined us, so far tonight we've done 86 laps, completed 2 stages. Adam Wood won stage number 2. Joseph Causey won stage number 1. Pole sitter tonight was Charles Urick, right?
Yes.
Yeah, Charles Urick had the pole tonight. We haven't seen the domination that we saw in the spring here from Tito Team Racing, but we will see here as the race goes along here in the second half and into the final 20 laps, 30 laps of this race. We've seen that inside lane be the place you want to be. But again, we haven't seen the tensions come up. We haven't seen the teammates really push each other yet. So we don't know where or when the right time is going to be to try to make a move here. That's another thing we're going to have to keep an eye on. And then I guess the third final key to this race is pit strategy.
And that may end up being the most important one of all.
You know what else we have to talk about? We haven't seen the big one. We haven't seen a single spin, a single car get out of shape. Other than on that restart earlier. Yeah, when Jason Miz missed a shift or whatever that was, when the field stacked up, that was it. But other than that, we haven't seen a single issue like that all night, which is fantastic.
Yeah, it's fantastic. It just dictates how good of a race field that we have here at Daytona tonight.
I can tell you as a broadcaster coming into this thing, looking at 120 laps of Daytona Daytona International Raceway, I thought we were going to be here till 11 o'clock. But at this pace, we'll be out of here by 9:30.
Yeah, you may be correct, for sure.
Be a short night.
Which would be pretty much almost non-existent.
Yeah, I'm only going to pay you for 2 hours, Randy. Is that okay?
You're going to what?
Pay you for only 2 hours.
Yeah, absolutely.
No matter if it's 5 hours or 12 hours, you only get 2 hours pay.
Yeah, absolutely.
Good. As long as you agree. That's on tape now. Well, 88 laps down here at the Daytona International Raceway. Why don't we go through the field, Randy Pepper, and talk about everybody's race?
Yeah, so Adam Wood, that number 45, has led quite a few laps tonight. Adam Wood, who lives in Dallas, the Dallas area, who is in the Army getting ready to retire, has had a phenomenal race so far. He's having a good time out there leading. Second is Charles Yerk at 76. He's had a good race as well. Started on the pole and has led quite a few laps as well in that number 76. Derek Schilling in that 87 car has led some laps as well. He had a great run earlier on, got a push from the 15 car and got pushed all the way up to the front. And now he's running third after not having a great pit stop, but still running good in that 87 car. That number 11 car back there running fourth, Ryan Cliver, who thought he was going to have to race his way into this race. Well, actually, he was going to have to race a lot harder than he is now. Between him and Michael Payne, they were thinking they were going to have a little three-way triangle with the number 3 of Jaden Gimble, but Gimble dropped out, so he can breathe a little bit as the race goes on now, but having a tremendous race running in that fourth position. Then you've got the 91, the 88, and the 89, the Team Tito guys who are doing what they do best, running all together, stacked up, nose to tail, stalking the prey. So they're back there running in that 6th, 7th, and 8th position. And then you've got Cody McKinney back there in that 14, who we thought would probably have a better night than he actually is. But it's not working out the way he anticipated. He started 8th on the field. Now he's running. Actually started 11th and running 8th. So kind of switched around. So also the Michael Payne car, the 15 car, just has to finish. That's all he's got to do is finish this race. Started at 7th on the grid. Now he's running 9th. The number 18 car, Joey McKinney, he started first, and now he's running 10th. So a tough night for him. He looked like he was going to have a lot better night, but it has not worked out the way. Nick Goebel, who was running really fast earlier on as well, is running 11th. Nicholas Weatherby is a lap down in that number 23 car. We were hoping he was going to have a better night, but unfortunately he's not having that night. Harvey Abrams, another one of those guys who's not having the best of his nights. 4 laps down in that number 79. Patrick Gaspar has pulled off the track, and Jaden Gimble has also retired for the evening.
And that is our Through the Field here on the Ghost Fire Media Network. If it reminds you of anything that any other broadcast people do, you're dead wrong. I didn't get that idea from the radio.
Yeah, actually, radio does it, and so does, I believe, the Fox and the NBC guys do it at one point.
They only do it if they get a long run.
Yeah. Oh, look here. We got pit stops
pit
happening.
Stops are coming. The next to last pit stops.
93 laps, and they're on the top 3
I don't know if Adam
in.
got slowed down there.
It's going to be close.
I think pit lane speed is
55.
Is it? I think it might be 60.
I was thinking it was 55, but maybe not. Let's see who's going to be the winner. Oh, Derek Schilling overshot his pit.
Oh,
Adam
man.
Wood gets off. Tough break for Schilling. Schilling had a night going tonight, a really good night, and he overshot his pit.
Let's keep an eye on these guys now out of 4.
He's got to be PO'd for sure.
Derek is just going to have to hope for a caution. That's all he can do at this point.
Yep, absolutely. Just got to wait.
Ryan Cliver just went from the bottom to the top of the racetrack. Not sure what that was there going into one.
We'll have to wait and see how long it is till he pits. Or will he stay out there as long as he can? And Derek Schilling, they are passing him right now. So he's going to have to try to grab onto the back of them. Cliver leading the field by 1.5 car length over that 91 car.
Can the Tito guys make this a one-stop race?
They're going to try. I believe if McKinney and that number 11 of Ryan Cliver, if they can stay out there as long as the Tito guys can, they're going to try. They're going to try to stay with these guys. But I believe they're going to be about 1 lap short of that. Lap 96 is in the books. And right now it's Ryan Cliver, the number 11, as he pulls off. Him and McKinney were both coming down pit road. They're going to pit together, so these two will be together. As they come down pit road, slowing the car down, going to get some Sunoco fuel and be back out on the track as quick as possible. Now we're going to have to focus on our attention on Greg Holt, Joseph Causey, and Jason Miz. How long will they stay out? That is the question.
Well, currently their stint is 20 laps long. The most we've seen tonight is 21. I don't think anybody on the track can make it in one more stop. And this cannot be the final stop for anybody. You're not going to get 24 laps out of fuel out of the tank here.
At least we hope.
I just don't think you can do it.
No, I don't think.
I think you'll run it dry with 23 to go. You'll run it dry from here if you pit in the next 2 laps. But I don't see the Tito guys being able to make it another 3 laps before they have to pit.
Well, we'll keep our eye on that and see when they're going to come in and how we end up having the field. Actually, Derek Schilling has tucked in behind
Harvey
them.
Abrams has had an incident. We're going to go back and look at it. Harvey got turned by Nicholas Weatherby off a 4, pounded the inside and outside walls, and we stay green.
And Derek Schilling was like, darn it.
22 to go.
And Nicholas Weatherby apologized to Harvey Abrams for that incident.
Yeah, Harvey's had some very bad luck here the last 5 or 6 weeks, so hopefully he can get that turned around before the playoff, in the playoffs. We'll see if the Tito guys come in this time. No, they're going to stay out again.
They are going to stretch this thing as long as they can.
They are going to run it out of fuel so that they can make it to the end on this last tank of fuel here.
Yep, that's what they're going to try to do. They're going to try to dominate this last stage here. Can they make it work? We will see. They are stacking up very close to each other right now. Nose to tail.
They're making Jason Miz do all the pushing to try to save as much fuel in that lead.
Oh! Miz gets turned around by
oh
Nick.
my goodness!
Turn him around.
Oh my goodness!
Caution is, and Greg Holt is diving, and so is Causey's down. They're down pit road right now. Caution did not come out.
We are still green. We are still green. Wow.
Wow. Jinx.
Wow.
Oh, they are having words right now.
Here, go back and see what happened here. I don't know. I don't see there's anybody's fault being that it's Daytona.
No.
Just one of those incidences in the draft. You're trying to get as close as you can and push as hard as you can. I don't see it as anybody's fault. I see it as a hard Daytona racing incident there.
Yeah, I do too.
I'm guessing the drivers don't feel the same way.
I can guarantee you that right now. After hearing the chat back and forth, yes,
Were
they
there
don't
some
feel that
four-letter
way.
words?
No, there were no four-letter words, but there was some accusations of talent.
Oh, running out of it?
In a way, I guess.
That's always
If I heard the chat correctly, that's what I heard.
I may have done that a few times in my life.
Hey, if I do it, I acknowledge I slowly ran out of talent, which is usually every week.
No comment.
Oh well, at least I'm having fun.
Well, not only did Greg Holt and Joseph Causey make it to where they could make it on fuel, they stayed in the lead.
They stayed in the lead. That was bad news for everybody else. They were 5 seconds ahead of Ryan Cliver and Charles Urick and Adam Wood. So these two out here are going to try to run as long as they can out front. They're actually now 6.2 seconds over the third, fourth, and fifth guys.
Yeah, this pack behind them is not lined up, not pushing. Almost giving the race away by not pushing each other here.
Yep, absolutely. Wow, wow, wow. Can you believe that? Turn of events.
Have you ever?
Not like this. I really didn't expect things to turn out like this. I mean, I'm still kind of shocked we didn't see a caution for that.
I am as well.
We actually had two little incidents kind of like that. We didn't see like any caution come out, but who are we? We're not the track officials. They must have deemed it was not a big enough incident to deem a wreck worthy of a caution. So it's Greg Holt and Joseph Causey all by themselves out there just running around and try to run it to dry. Now, will we see Causey try to get around Greg Holt at the very end? Who knows? That's what we'll have to wait and see if that turns out that way. But right now, it's just these two guys all by themselves running tandem, kind of like back in, was it 2014? No. What year was
11.
we had the 11?
11
and
12.
Yeah, 11, 12. I was going to say that, but
Then they
didn't remember.
outlawed it. But we are going to take our final commercial break here on the Ghostfire Media Network for the evening. We're going to go side by side. We're going to hear from the Guitar Addict, and we're going to hear about the AOLL, our Wednesday, Friday, Thursday, Sunday league here on the Ghostfire Media Network.
The AOLL began online racing in the mid-1990s with Papyrus's NASCAR racing still going strong 27 years later on the iRacing platform. The TNT Series races on Thursday night, running the ARCA Chevy cars for drivers looking to learn and have fun. The Cup Series races on Sunday nights, featuring league veterans and Class A licensed drivers. The Sportsman Division races on Wednesday nights, running the Gander Outdoor trucks with drivers from the Cup and TNT Series. You can catch all of the AOLL AOLL racing action right here on Ghostfire Media.
For 20 years, the Guitar Attic has been your home for used and vintage guitars in the Daytona Beach area and at GuitarAttic.com. The Guitar Attic is your home for used and vintage guitars. Whether you're looking for that collector's piece or that beginner piece, they've got you covered. With names like Fender, Gibson, Gretsch, Ibanez, Martin, Taylor, and much, much more, the Guitar Attic has all the guitars you need. And bass players, they haven't forgot about you. They've got all the top names. Amplifiers from Friedman, Victoria, Fender, Boss, and many, many more. They also have the largest selection of used pedals anywhere in the Southeast. The Guitar Attic, located at 1672.5 Ridgewood Avenue, just north of Flomish in Holly Hill, Florida. Also, check us out online at GuitarAttic.com. Back at Daytona International Speedway, the IVRL Buttkicker 120 is in full action right now. It's a two-driver race for the win right now between Joseph Causey and Greg Holt. So two teammates. Will they fight at the end? That is the biggest question. Will we have a caution come out and change this whole thing? We don't know. That's what we're looking forward to. I'm Randy Pepper, and my broadcast colleague, Nick Adams, on the other side, making sure all the cameras look good for everybody.
We had technical difficulties there. Just want to apologize to everybody.
It's all good. It all looks good to me. As the leaders now make their way around a couple cars, the 24 Global and the 18 who started on the pole, Joey McKinney, who pretty much had a disastrous night, going a lap down to the leaders. Super unfortunate for him.
It's definitely not a great night for Joey. Not a great night for Cody McKinney Racing.
Cody's actually running fifth. That's not bad of a night for him, but
no, but they brought three cars here, and only one of them's going to finish in the top 10. So
yeah, true. Absolutely. 110 laps down of 120. 10 laps remaining here at Daytona International Speedway on a cool night, at least on this track it is. In reality, it's a very steamy night with rain. I am actually 7 miles from the World Center of Racing. And if anybody is coming down for the race, I know Rick Kohler, I don't know if he's watching tonight. Rick Kohler is coming down for the race. Hopefully I can hook up with him and meet him face to face.
What is he going to say? One to go, sponsored by Credit One Bank.
No, you can do that.
I mean, I think anybody can do that. I like what they've been doing on NBC lately, where they've kind of eliminated him at the end, and they've had Junior call the last lap. I am starting to see what they're doing with Junior. They're grooming him to be the number one guy, which is cool. Because he deserves it.
Yeah, I still can't see him being the number one guy. Those guys need real broadcasters to help them along. They really do.
They are grooming him. He's come a long way, my friend.
He has, but he's still not a lead guy. I hate to say it, but he's still not.
Give it 5 years.
It's going to take a lot more than 5 years. I hate to say it.
NASCAR fans would accept anything from Dale Jr.
Dale Jr. could sit on the podium up there, actually in the booth, and take a dump, and they'd. How big is it?
I'll tell you what, though. I wouldn't be surprised if Dale is not in the booth in 3 years, and the reason I say that is because I think Junior Motorsports will have a cup team by then. And he'll be focusing on that.
Yeah, I wouldn't doubt that either. I mean, definitely, Junior is still God. There's no doubt about it.
Oh, dude, anybody who gets in when he owns a cup car, anybody who gets in that car is going to be the immediate best-selling driver because he's driving Junior's car.
Yeah. I know one guy that I know that would love to have that ride would be Justin Allgaier.
I don't think Justin would get the ride. I think he would
I don't think he would either.
I think, if anything, you'd see a guy like Josh Berry get that ride.
Yeah, I believe so, because Josh is definitely a younger guy, and I know they're looking towards the future, not the past. And unfortunately, Justin Allgaier is towards the end of his career.
So, folks, we'll take a look here really quick. See, the second pack has gotten organized here. They probably will not catch the leaders based on the amount of laps left. Even if they do, I don't think they have enough fuel.
They still have, they're nearly 2
They're
seconds
already
and a
at
half
20
back.
laps in on the fuel run. They have 7 laps left in the race. There's no way this second pack has enough fuel. So unfortunately, not unfortunately, it's a good strategy, but you know, fortunately for Tito Team, unfortunately for them, the battle is up here at the front with these two guys.
Yeah, it's just these
As
two
here
guys.
comes that second pack, I believe, maybe not. Nope, I lied.
Not yet.
Some cars
Not
are
yet.
coming. Some cars are coming. Charles Yerrick, Adam Wood in the pits.
And they can only get just a little splash. But is Greg Holt and Joseph Causey, are they going to pit? That
No.
is the question. Are they going to try to run it dry?
Now you can easily do 20 laps on a tank of fuel.
They'll probably have a lap left.
They did
If not more.
23 on their last stint. So it didn't look like they were pushing as hard as they could earlier because the second pack was catching them. So fortunately for Tito Team, unless a caution comes out here, they are going to run away with this race. And we're going to have to deal with 2 of them post-race in the booth.
Well, at least they're chipper guys. So that's always a
They
good
are
thing.
definitely 2 of the biggest personalities in the IVRL.
Yes, absolutely. Always like having personalities. And they are not. I'm just waiting to see whether Causey is going to race him or not. Or is he going to let Greg Holt win this race?
Well, with 5 laps to go, it's too early to push in your teammate when you're by yourself. So you're going to wait till the last lap. You're going to get a run out of turn 2 and make your move down the backstretch if you have the ability.
Will we go inside or will we go outside?
I don't think you see the 91 come off that yellow line. I think the only way you're going to pass him is go to the outside. I think it's the only thing that can happen.
We'll see here. Definitely. Causey's definitely running a little different line this last lap. He's definitely searching for something. So he's kind of looking inside now.
He's got a run that time off of 4. 3 to go here at Daytona.
3 laps remaining at Daytona, and Greg
Take a
Holt
look at
leads
this
the field. We'll watch to see if Greg Holt can hold off Joseph Causey for the win. Or will Joseph Causey just give it to him? That's the question. 2 teammates, they're on the radio with each other asking, what are you going to do? Causey looks low. Dive in right behind his teammate. Looking low this time. Looks like he may have a run coming off the turn. But he'll tuck in behind Holt once again. 2 laps remaining here at Daytona International Speedway. Is Joseph Causey going to make something happen, or is he just going to be content running second? Runs a little higher that time. He's going to try to come down the back straightaway. He looks low this time. Is he going to try this time? No, it's not going to happen.
Oh, Adam Wood. Adam Wood is around and in the wall. And Adam Wood, who had such high hopes,
He's down in the grass now.
is back on track. But Greg Holt, Joseph Causey will get the white flag here at Daytona. Will Causey make the move? Will he make that move on his teammate as we dive off into one? Greg Holt goes up a little bit. Causey's going to drive a little bit harder into the corner on the inside. He's going to get that run on the backstretch here. He's hanging back, hanging back. He's going to use that draft. Greg Holt's trying to break it. Will he get there? Causey's got a huge run down the backstretch. Will he take it to the outside of the 3? Causey looks high. He's going to choose to go to the outside. Greg Holt's going to come up. Causey goes to the inside. Holt blocks him again. Causey's going to try to get that run out of 3. On a turn 4 down the front stretch here at Daytona. Greg Holt is going to win here at the Daytona International Raceway.
Yeah, Greg Holt has a great race tonight. Causey and Greg Holt, they had the strategy that definitely worked. I mean, they won this on strategy completely. They ran towards the back of the pack early on, and now they end up at the front of the pack. Well, Causey actually did win stage number 1, so as fireworks shoot over the Daytona International Speedway.
Cody McKinney to the outside of Ryan Cliver coming to the line. Who's going to get third? Cody McKinney might have got him. Who got him? Ryan Cliver got him by an inch.
Yep, Cliver just got him.
Wow, he got him by .000. Hold on, 0.001. Wow. What a finish for third. But there it is, your winners here tonight. Greg Holt, Joseph Causey comes home in second. 5 cars finished on the lead lap here at Daytona. Not a single incident that caused a caution.
We can't say there weren't any incidents, because there were incidents.
Well, Adam Spun, I'm saying no, none that caused a caution.
Yeah, which is, we're still kind of puzzled at that.
Oh, Jason Miz tried to get involved in the.
Yeah, that was a fail.
That was a face. That was a face palm if I've ever seen it.
Give him a meatball award for that one. It's smoking. They're smoking down the tires here at Daytona International Speedway. The crowd is actually running the other direction. They can't see anything. The guy just dropped his hot dog trying to make it back upstairs and tripped over some lady.
Oh, and now there's a fight. There's a fight in the grandstands.
Kevin Nash is involved.
you know he's gonna
be president.
You know he's gonna blow his knee out.
Yeah. It's Kevin Nash and Kevin Sullivan are in a fight.
Well, this is an interesting burnout. Oh, Causey blew his motor. Greg Holt's in 4th gear. Oh, Greg Holt blew his
there goes
motor.
the motor.
All right, now let's watch Jason Miz. He's
Jason
in 1st
will
gear.
win this one.
It shouldn't take long for him to blow his motor. There it is.
There goes. Boom.
There it is.
Shaboom, shaboom.
Tito team is not going to be happy when they get back to the out to the
Hauler.
because they're going to have to replace 3 motors for next week.
Well, they didn't want those motors confiscated, so they blew them up.
You know what? That's a good question. Well, so we'll bring in the 1st and 2nd place finishers here from Tito Team Racing. Greg Holt, the winner here, and Joseph Causey comes home 2nd. Gentlemen, nope, Joseph Causey's not here anymore. Never mind. Just Greg Holt. Greg, question here from the NASCAR technical officials. Did you guys blow up all 3 motors because you didn't want them confiscated?
Yeah,
Is
you know,
something funny
that's
in
what
there?
it was. We were just trying to burn down the rest of the fuel that we had.
Was there something funny inside those motors? Did you have a smaller restrictor plate?
No, I wish.
Yeah. Did you have that old school
I think we
cardboard
had-
restrictor plate?
No, we just had a bigger piece of metal under the gas pedal, so we couldn't put it all the way down.
Smart man. Here, let's go ahead and bring your teammate in here. He just finally walked into victory lane. I don't know what he was doing. He was walking down the stairs to victory lane. He tripped over his own 2 feet, fell on his face. He had to go get his nose fixed. Now he's back here in victory lane with us. Joseph, congratulations on the 2nd place finish. Were you going to go after Greg there in the final lap, or did you just
tried it?
Okay.
You just draft pack. It ain't gonna happen.
You know what you could have done? Ryan Cliver would have loved you. You should have just wrecked him. There could have been a fight down there. Oh my God! If you guys would have wrecked each other, you would have heard an amazing call from me and Randy. And there's a fight. There's a fight down in turn 3 and 4 between the teammates.
If we could have got side by side with each other, we would have roughed each other up. But I don't think we would have wrecked each other.
No, we fight with enough people. We don't need to fight with each other.
Hey, there still would have been a fight in victory lane.
I personally think you guys should have wrecked each other and let Ryan win a race.
Yeah, we're good.
You guys have enough wins. What is this, like 16, 17 between the team right now? You have enough wins.
That makes it 18 or 19.
See, you could have let Ryan have something.
You could have let somebody
just have a little meat on the bone. The guy hadn't had anything all season.
Didn't he get 3rd?
He got 3rd.
He got 3rd. Yeah, whoa, look, that's 3rd.
All right,
That's not a win.
They should have looked at the fuel mileage.
Randy Pepper hasn't finished 3rd in 12 years.
No, I did. No, I have finished 3rd this year.
Oh, Nick, you're so mean to your compadre, man. Jeez.
I'm so mean.
I hope you never need to buy a guitar. That's all I can say.
Hey, listen. I'm showing favoritism towards my other teammates.
Yeah.
Okay, all right.
I have to make sure that the CCR guys know I like them more than I like Randy. Otherwise, I might get fired, and I don't want to get fired because they give me good motors.
Yeah, that's why they come down and run with me when you're not around.
Hey, they couldn't get rid of me, okay? I bring in a lot of money with my sponsorships. My entire 37 cents brings in a lot of money to the organization. Anyhow.
Oh boy. Anyways, guys, yeah, we're on a tangent here.
How did this strategy work out there for you guys tonight?
Yeah.
We just saved. Go ahead, Greg.
Yeah, no, we just saved a lot more than everybody else did that first segment after the 2nd stage.
Yep.
It worked out. We knew.
Yeah, so you guys, Greg, you stayed in the back of the pack. I know, Joseph, you actually started, I think 3rd or something. You fell all the way back.
Greg started 4th as well, so I fell back at the very beginning because I didn't want to be in the hullabaloo.
Oh, so that was by design that you just want to go in the back because you're worried that those guys were going to cause some calamity early on? Okay. Yeah, I wonder if that's what it was. And then once you guys got back in the back of the pack, did you guys figure out what the mileage was going to be and just kind of stay there to make that all work?
Basically, yeah. We were just trying to moderate the throttle, just to make sure we were going to make it as far as we could. And hey, it worked out. Greg's over there with his calculator and stuff. He's saying we need to save this much to make it this far,
I'm just imagining.
I've raced with Kazi too many times to know that his calculator is not accurate.
I'm just imagining Greg Holt with a pair of those glasses where there's white tape in the middle of them, his little pen and his notepad, and he's got his little mathematic calculator over there in the corner. Oh, we gotta save 1.27.
Straight out of the movie Nerds.
Yeah, yeah. We gotta save
I'd be Olger.
1.7 millimeters of fuel per lap so that we can make it an extra 2.23 laps over a 30.17 lap run. Carry the 1. Okay, we'll be fine.
Yeah, have you ever seen The Simpsons and they have that like, I don't know, doctor or professor that's in the lab and stuff with the glasses, the tape, and he got the coat and everything? That's what he's pretty much trying to tell you what you look like.
Yeah, no, I definitely don't look like that. That's all right. Probably how I sound. Kazi's like, oh, we can make it if we pit here. And I'm like, oh, hell no. Yeah.
Greg's like, let me tell you.
Yeah. No, we did good. It was coming out to be about the same. Kazi was saving more fuel than me in one of the runs. With the damage that I had on the rear of the car, over a run, it was about 0.5 off, or it was 1. And then the next run, we were dead even. You ran out of fuel before I did.
Yep.
I don't
exactly.
What happened back there with the Miz?
Don't know. I haven't seen it, but I would say that a lap car got him.
Okay.
So, yeah, which is unfortunate because we had a 1, 2, 3 locked up.
Yeah, he was on both our same strategy as we were coming in because I ran slap out of fuel. when
Okay,
we were
so
coming in.
theoretically, let's just say if Miz was still there, would we may have had a different outcome?
You can never
'cause
know.
It would have been whoever Miz went with would have had a better shot, or Miz might have gotten by both of us. Who knows?
Oh, that would've
Or
been-
the Miz could have swerved and punched you both and wrecked you both and then won by himself.
The mice, no, the wreck miser. Heard of the heat miser and the snow miser? It's the wreck miser.
Hey,
No.
listen, that 89 has had a reputation this season.
That ain't Miz's reputation. And you're talking about Joshua in one race, man. And he got dicked on before that, so is what it is. If you don't remember, what was the guy's name, Causey?
Gene Duda.
Yeah, Happy Doodah Day.
Oh, are we
Dude,
talking about the Bass Pro Shops machine?
I'm not sure.
I
which one it
think
was.
so.
I just
Yes.
can't remember the
Yes,
name.
it was.
Yeah,
I
had
can't
the-
remember that.
He had the Martin Truex Jr. paint scheme on, yeah.
Mhm.
Drove more like Jimmy Spencer. But never mind. Anyway, so this week was the end of the regular season. Joseph, congratulations, obviously, regular season champion. You had to miss the race and have 43 people show up to maybe have Greg have a chance to win the regular season championship if you didn't race the last 3 weeks. So congratulations on that. Going into the playoffs, though. Playoffs. Yeah, we get to talk about playoffs now. Out of you two, you can't pick yourself because that's just not fair. Who do you think, out of the rest of the 16 chasers, other than yourself, has a chance to win the championship? A legitimate chance if they continue the form they've had the rest of the season.
I'd have to look at the points thing to see. We had 16 people left in the league. Hold on.
We have 16
You only had
people in the
15
chase.
this week.
Hold on. League standings. Let's go look at this thing after last week's race.
We have 16 people in the chase. I think only 15 of them are still here.
Well,
Well, there's no way. Will's not here.
Listen.
He's in the chase. Brandon Massey's not here. Ira Kohlhaas. Christian. So there's 4 people that are in the chase.
Is Christian not returning?
Yeah, he's got football, and it's too tight for him.
Okay.
I don't think he'll be there. Yeah, I mean, honestly, you could put any one of the guys that's going to be the remainder of them and draw a number out of a hat, and whichever one you get, it would have a chance to win it. I mean, there's none of them. They all been in the same spot, fighting for the same positions week in and week out. You know what I mean?
true. Yeah,
Like
absolutely.
so, the way that I see it is like, but isn't there a little bit of a short track run that comes up in this?
So, when it comes to the upcoming schedule, Darlington, Richmond, Bristol, that's your round of 16. Then Vegas, Dega, and the Roval. Then Texas, Kansas, and Martinsville. And Phoenix is the championship for. By the way, Joseph, you're not allowed to run the Roval.
Why?
Because I'm tired of calling road course races where you drive away from everybody by 35 laps.
I want to sweep all the road courses, though.
Okay, we'll allow it under one condition.
Why?
You
No, I'm not
start
starting
at
last.
the back from the
No.
pits.
Unless I mess up qualifying, it's not gonna happen.
Hey, why don't you do this? Why don't you let Patrick Gaspar lead every lap except the last one
I don't know if I can.
and make it interesting?
Joseph's like, "That's
Ozzy
the
would just
fucking
like to say he's here so he doesn't get fined.
He's just here.
I got a
He-
shot. I'm going for it.
Hey, I can't fault you for that. Well, gentlemen, it was fantastic speaking with you. It's been a great regular season. 10 races left in the season, and now the real season starts now. It gets real. So, good luck, and we will see you next week at Darlington. Will you guys be running throwbacks?
I might.
Is it a throwback scheme again?
I mean,
It's Darlington.
It's Darlington. Every race at Darlington is a throwback.
I've painted Kazi's cars. He's gonna have to paint me one this week.
You just gotta find one with a number or something, or pick one without a number.
We'll see what we can find.
Hey, I did that Batman one for freaking Michigan.
Yeah, you did. That was an awesome looking car too.
All right, we'll see what we can find. We'll do something. There's got to be stuff out there.
Oh, there's plenty. Trust me. Let's go look.
Let's go look.
All right, gentlemen. You guys have a fantastic week, and we will maybe talk to you next week.
All right.
Yeah,
Definitely.
thanks. You guys have a good week too.
You too.
See you guys. Good
All
run
right,
tonight.
Mr. Pepper, go ahead and take us out of here. Let's blow this popsicle stand.
That's right. It's 9:24, by the way.
We're 6 minutes ahead of schedule. Get me out of here.
Yeah,
Let's go.
hey,
it's almost
let's go.
past my bedtime. Let's go.
Yeah, let's go. All right. You've been watching the Ghostfire Media Network race for the IVRL Buttkicker Series at Daytona International Speedway. Don't forget, we have lots more racing coming up on the Ghostfire Media Network this week. Tomorrow night, we have the Sportsman Division race live from the Gateway Road Course, I believe it is. That's tomorrow night. Starts at 8 o'clock, and we'll have Carl Henderson calling all the action on that one. Then Thursday night, it will be myself and Adam Wood in the booth for the TNT race, the Guitar Addict Series race. Then on Friday night, it is the Ghostfire Media podcast. I'll make my return to the booth with those guys for that, so that's going to be a lot of fun. And then on Sunday night, it's the AOLL Cup Series from Daytona International Speedway. And then, once again, Monday night, Fuel Series will be back in action and for their first night of action in their chase as well. So, all right, that is going to wrap it up for us here from Daytona International Speedway, the World Center of Racing. I'm Randy Pepper. That is Nick Adams. And so long from the Sunshine State. Thank you for watching iRacing on the Ghostfire Media Network.